What's good, YouTube? We are back today with another beat breakdown with Mean Man. I know y'all been fucking with this. I appreciate everyone showing love. So for today, I will be breaking down the beat for Pop KREEP x JOTDOT KREEP Ain't the Same. If you guys don't know the song, let's listen to the song. Let's familiarize ourselves with the song.
He ain't been the same. We lost beat on, that's when everything changed. I was loud, now I'm quiet. Used to play ball, nigga, now I'm pouring violence. I keep on telling about chill, like I ain't doing bugging, like I ain't doing outside slotted. They keep on telling me, don't show my hand, where's the fuck is that when I need to end the left? Free with the ball, and she like I beat her on slow. King in the back, got driving the boat too deep on the sea when she got the pole. Won't that try to throw what I got? Push up on me.
First of all, shout out to Pop KREEP, shout out to JOTDOT KREEP, and once again, shout out to Doomsday. He says Zunder, yeah, Zunder's on the loop. Shout out Zunder. Or, I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, Zunder, that's how I pronounce it. I'm pretty sure y'all seen that video of Pop KREEP. Unfortunately, went through a humiliation ritual on stream. Very unfortunate. However, it is what it is, and I'm not gonna speak too much on it, cause that's Batiman shit. But this song, I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory about the song. So this song, when did this come out? This came out on May 30th. This song came out on May 30th, 2025, and I made this beat on May 3rd, right? So that ass 27 days later, Pop KREEP and JOTDOT KREEP comes to the studio and they do the Doomsday freestyle. Now at the time, I didn't know the song was gonna do this well. I just thought, yo, I fuck with these. Yo, who these YNs? Who these YNs just. They was spazzing on the beat. They was going crazy. They was going crazy. I wasn't too familiar with the Creeps. However, I was jacking it. They had energy. They was talking shit. They've been doing their thing. They got their own little community. You feel me? So I was like, fuck it, right? Song comes out. The shit's bubbling. The shit's blowing up. Honestly, this is one of my favorite Doomsday songs, but I would deadass just be in the gym just bumping this song. This was deadass one of my favorite songs. I was bumping this shit heavy, and honestly, this was one of my favorite beats I made too. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. I believe, I don't specifically remember if it was this day. However, Pop KREEP, take my glasses off for this. Pop KREEP, I want to apologize in advance. I want to apologize in advance, twin. So, as y'all know, shot by Doomy, famous director in New York City, best director in New York City. He has a meeting with Booba on an X, right? He has a meeting with Booba and I believe Fella G's as well. So they pull up. We're in the office. They have a meeting because Doomy is gonna shoot a trailer for Booba's stream, right? I wonder if it's online. We could watch. Let's watch that shit real quick. Stream trailer. Yeah, this one.
Creators, Booba 100X built a massive following online in just a few short years.
Anyways, y'all get the point.
Watch this. We about to take off.
I ain't gonna lie, do me fake shitted with this trailer, bro. Do me dead ass shitted with this trailer, yo. But I'm saying this to say, so Booba came, I guess talk about the treatment for this trailer, right? Cinematic, fire, right? Amazing. While they're talking, I step out the room, right? I step out the room, and Pop KREEP, he comes up to me. He comes up to me and he says, once again, Pop, I apologize in advance. He comes up to me and says, yo, gang, that's Booba? I'm like, yeah. He said, yo, gang, I could take a picture with him real quick? I was like, you can guess what I said. I was like, yo, gang, I ain't gonna lie. My son in a meeting right now. Maybe next time. Straight up just dubbed Pop. Dubbed it. Unintentionally though. Extremely unintentionally. My son goes back, he goes into his room, he keeps recording. I'm not gonna lie, ever since that day, I felt bad. I felt bad because we ended up making this song, Ain't the Same, with JOTDOT and Pop KREEP. And I was just like, damn, that probably left an extremely bad impression on Pop. So, Pop, if you see this, once again, twin, I apologize. I hope you can understand the situation and the scope of what was happening. I felt like it just wasn't the right time. You know, they're having a meeting about the trailer. So I felt like maybe, yeah, I genuinely just felt like it wasn't the right time. And yeah, they ended up meeting later and shit. I would even go as far as to say Pop is a bigger streamer than Booba. Booba 100X. I'm not negating the fact that Booba is one of the GOATs in this music shit. Now, well, in the content creating shit. He's not really in the music shit. Booba is one of the GOATs in this content shit. Him and Noti, because they were definitely the first content creators to help put drill rappers on the map and just create a collective community and just and kind of just showing a way for the people after them that it is possible to do collabs with drill artists. It is possible to show them in a light other than just drill music, right? So shout out to Booba 100X and shout out to Noti Cuz, right? Shit, hopefully we can do a stream one day. I know how it goes, but even if you don't, shit, that's the story I wanted to give y'all for this beat, right? Now, without further ado, let's get into the beat fucking breakdown. All right. So, like I said, this was May of 2025. I was deadass just going through my email, and Zunder, shout out to you, bro. This is probably the best. This was probably the best I've heard this loop, right? Cause a lot of people, they be sending me loops, right? And they'll send me samples, right? And it will deadass just be either the first 8 bars or it'll deadass just be like the first 16 bars and it's just extracted. Like, a lot of these loop makers never really go out of their way to chop it up, to structure it, to like compose it, right? To add other instruments on top of that sample. Zunder did that. And I'm gonna play the loop. Powerful. Powerful. Yeah, see, this is what he really chopped this up, added instruments, and like, that ass just made it his own. And I fuck with shit like that, so shout out to Zunder. He sent me that loop, it was 160 BPM. Once again, chat, I say this, I'ma always say this, I'm a man of composition. So y'all see, you see pattern 2, pattern 3, pattern 1, pattern 4. I made 4 different patterns. I'm gonna play y'all the first pattern. So, very simple, very fucking simple. I add my infamous gunshot, right? I added the infamous gunshot sound. Let's play with the loop. I added that, and then next I added the snap. I always use the snap. And then I added this 808. So here's a trick though. So for a lot of the fast Jersey beats I was making, and even now, but so I'll do this with the 808. I'll do this. Let me play it. So a lot of traditional Jersey beats, they sound like this. However, I was like, I want to be different. Let me take the last note out and let me repeat that. So you have that, right? And obviously, this perk loop, my favorite loop. Y'all know it. I've used it in other beats. I constantly use it. I always use that. I've been using that. Hold on. My bad. Alright, my bad. Back to ADHD. I have ADHD. Alright, so shout out to Turtle. Y'all know this. I always use this. So that's the first pattern, right? Let's go to the next pattern. So, you know how in the first pattern I had the gunshot kind of just delay? So for the next pattern, I had it just play twice. So this is what it sounds like. Right? You have that, and then I added that stayed. So what I'm basically doing, I'm just, as the beat progresses, I'm just adding more and more sounds, right? So I'll have, yeah, that's basically it. I don't want to over explain. And then same 808s, I didn't do much to it. I had that, and then I layered hi-hat following the same pattern as the 808. Let's play with the beat. You have that, and then I have my favorite reverse riser. I had that, and then I added an 8th note delay, right? So I stopped adding the 8th note delay only because I'll notice when artists, or even myself, when I'll record artists on my beat and I have the delay playing with the riser, when I add a beat drop, right? Like, let's say there was a beat drop right here, right? That delay would leak to the next pattern. And I realized I was having an issue with that because sometimes when we're recording, a lot of the times artists aren't necessarily following the pattern of the beat. All right, Simon, yo, have a good day, twin. So I noticed that a lot of artists, they won't follow the pattern of the actual beat. So, that eventually caught up to me. So I was just like, let me take the delay out, right? But back then I was putting the delay, like I was always using that 8th note delay on this reverse reverb. So, all right, so that's the third pattern. That's the second pattern technically. As for the next pattern, let's listen. Simple. I deadass just switched to 808. So at first, this 808, it's my personal 808. Short, simple, powerful. Now for the next 808, I use the Spins 808. Very simple, chat, extremely simple. All right, so you have that. All right, cool, you have that. Now, for the final pattern, I'm gonna just play. So for the final pattern, I added, I'm gonna show you what I added. So I added just I added some variety to the 808. Like y'all see throughout the beat, the 808 is playing on one note, right? So for this pattern, I was like, let me switch it up. So this is what the 808, this is what it sounds like with just the 808. Alright, boom. So I added that. The gunshot. I added this whip sound. So traditionally, the whip, this is what the whip sounds like. But I added an envelope. So with the new FL update, I don't know if y'all know, but you can save your own preset envelope. So I had it on. So I have this. And shout out Metro. If you know, you know. Obviously, the 808's always not like this, so I'll do this so the 808 won't leak, right? But for this sound, I added it for the whip so I could have more control with the sound. So this is what it sounds like with just the whip, as opposed to this. You know, so that's let me play with everything. simple beat, bro. I'm telling you, gang, it's always the simple beats, bro. Do not overthink this shit. However, don't overthink it, but never underthink it. Let me say that again. Do not overthink your beats. However, never underthink it. And that's it. That was it. I want to see how long it took me to make this. Well, I guess I won't find that information. Fuck it, it's alright. So I'm gonna play the whole instrumental by itself. And yeah, this is how I made the beat for Pop Creep, JOTDOT Creep for Doomsday Freestyle. Ain't the same.
Spray that shit, spray that shit.
Touch me, those my ambulance, fuckers out when I hear the left. They keep on taking all this fucking lows like what the fuck is this shit I am? I was out of bugging, I ain't gonna protect me, we got no beef for any little friends. Walking play block, trying to catch the odds, who choose our people over there, I'm fly. I'm trying to show what you ready or not, great. On the dance floor, change our shoes, you don't get tired of them dumbass boots. He up, no free trying to bust a move, told me 5, I told him it went through. Give a fuck about Jay, I'm about to check the market for a crack. Every time that I clip, try to make a new split, that's why I get mad every time that I miss. Shaking on Dino, talk down, creep, I'm doing it for Bino. And she like that, free the pop. And she like that, be on slow. Can't get in the back, that job. I'm too deep on the scene, and she had the pop. Walk on that, try to throw it. Push up on the get shot, the shot. The bros get high, the time to see high. I get issues, my turn to fly. Be over my chest, always on slide. Little bro, so we fucking ain't rap with the top. And it's stuff free ride, every time you get mad, the ball get out the block. We shot out, dog, doing it for quad. Free the bros like down on the rock. Smack in the fence, I'm out in the spot. Every time you creep, throw up on the line. He's trying to do it for me, back. He's gonna go on too. That's so they try to go to you, boy, you know it's the boom, boom, boom. Fuck the Mitch, kept Charlie dead in my split. Excellent doctor, should've took a left. So many outs, you don't rock the pig. When I've been at Rob, no which way to go. When I'm like in the rock, then they gon' me pose. Sally dead, fuck alone, nigga, he should've kept his pole. Creep, to his squad, he ain't been the same. We lost beat, I swear everything changed. Loud, not quiet. Used to play ball, nigga, now pro violence. I keep on telling me chill like I ain't doing nothing. Like I ain't doing outside his slide. They keep on telling me don't show my hand. Where's fuck is that when I need in the light?
Yup. W segment. Let me know if let me know if y'all want me to break down any specific songs. YouTube, let me know in the comments if y'all want me to break down. If y'all have any specific requests, I will get to everything. Every stream, I will do a beat breakdown. Yeah. www.